Hey guys, Metal Breakdown here. So today I'm going to make another video for the albums that I'm the most looking forward for the second half of 2018. So I made one at the beginning of the year for the entire 2018, but of course back then we did not know each album that would come out in the entire year, and there's albums that have been released since then. So right now I'm just going to talk about the album that were in my top 10 but that have been released, if it's a success, a failure, or if I'm not sure, because to see if they were worthy to put them in my top 10. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Defy by Of Mice and Men. And I would say it was worthy to put it in my top 10. I put it in the 9th position, so really low in the list, and if I would have put it higher than this, it would probably be a failure or mixed. But yeah, right now I can say it's a success. It's a really good album. First album without Austin Carlile. They can do better for sure in the future, but for a first album without probably the most important guy in the band, yeah, it's a fucking success. We listened to it yesterday and it's a strong album. Second one is Catharsis by Machine Head, and I would give it mixed review because yeah, it was good, but I would probably put it now lower than the 8th position that I was putting it before in the previous top 10. Because yeah, even though it's good, it's really not as strong as the previous album. So Bloodstones and Diamond, Onto the Locust, The Blackening. It's good, but not on that level. So yeah, mixed reviews. The other one, Parkway Drive, Reverence. It was in the 5th spot, so in the top 5. And maybe if I would have put it like top 10 at best, it would be mixed, but right now I have to give it a negative review, even though the album was, yeah, it was really good. Don't get me wrong on this, but the 5th most upcoming album of the year, so the album that would be in my top 5 at the end of the year, no, it's not on that level. It will probably make the top 20, but not top 5 certainly, so it's a deception for me. I'll say it that way. Great album, but still a deception compared to Wire. Clearly not on that level for me. And the other one that was released, Ghost, it was in the 2nd position and it's a success. Maybe it will not be that high in my top 20 and year of the list, but yeah, it's a success. Prequel is a fucking great album. Not as good as Meliora, but it's really approaching it. It's close, so yeah, great job Ghost, you made it. The only album with Of Mice and Men that is my strong approval so far. So in this video, now I'll make a new top 10 talking about the album I'm looking forward the most for the rest of the year. So there will be some new ones, there will be some that are not released yet, that were in my initial top 10, but we'll see if they have moved. I'll talk about that as well. We'll try to not make it too long, because last time my video was like 16 minutes, so I'll try to do 10, but I'll probably do over that. So let's fucking do this, guys, for the top 10 of the album that I'm the most looking forward to for the rest of 2018. And just before I start with this new top 10, there was also the Killswitch Engage album that was in my initial top 10, but we have the confirmation that it will only be released in 2019, so it's out of the list for this reason. In the 10th position, still have the same place and in the initial one, I'm still putting Tool, still unannounced album, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's pushed back to 2019, so that's why it's not higher in my list. I'm hoping for it, but don't have any expectations because I know we can wait forever for that. In the 9th spot, I put the Whitechapel album, still unannounced, and I'm surprised because all their albums were released either in April, June, or July, and it seems like this one will be released later this year, so we still know nothing about that. But yeah, Whitechapel is now in the top 10 in the 9th position. in the 8th position, another new addition to this top 10, I'm putting Amon Amarth. I listened to a song by them, an old song, and it really made me hype for them because the only album I know by them is the last one. It was really good, but now discovering the older stuff, I'm even more excited, so this one could be a fucking great one. So that's why it's in the position number 8. And now, in the 7th spot, another album that was not in my list, and it's Eternal Nightmare by Chelsea Grin. That will be coming out in about a month on July 13th. The reason it's here now is because they have a brand new singer, Tom Barber, and the 2 singles that we heard are fucking sick. So Dead Rose and Hostage. So good, really hyped for that album, so that's why it made the list. In the 6th position, the unannounced album by Azalea Dying. They released a single, My Own Grave, which is incredible. I made a reaction for that. If you want to see that, I'll put it at the end of this video. It's insane. Still no word on an upcoming album, and I read somewhere on Facebook that this is not really a first single, it's really a standalone track because they didn't make a full album yet. I don't know if this is true, but hopefully we'll have something in 2018. That's why it's not a bit higher, because we basically have no real information that an album will not be released. That an album will be released next year, so... Now, in the 5th spot, I decided to put Gravity by Bullet for My Valentine. That will be released later this month on June 29. It dropped a bit, it was in the 4th position before, still pretty much the same though. But the reason it dropped by 1 place is, I'm still really convinced that this album will be good, but because there was 1 single that I'm already tired of, I decided to put lower a bit, and this single is over it. But the other 2 songs, Piece of Me and Letting You Go, are fucking strong, so that's why it's still a top 5 worthy, so yeah, there you go. In the 4th place, I put Alice in Chains. The album is still unannounced, unfortunately, which is weird because the single, the one you know, was released a while ago, like over a month ago. Or a month ago. Yeah, pretty much 1 month. And it's a really great song. I'm hoping for better songs on the album, even if this one is strong. So yeah, I'm even more excited now that we have a single. So it was in the 7th spot before in the previous top 10, but now in 4th place. So yeah, congrats Alice in Chains. In the top 3 now. 3rd place, I put the new Beartooth album that is also unannounced. But we have the confirmation that they were in the studio. They have a brand new member. I think the guitarist was in like Moth to Flames. It was confirmed today. So super stoked about that. I don't know why it was not in my initial top 10. Probably I forgot about that. But I'm super excited. It's in the 3rd position. The last 2 albums, I think Disgusting and Aggressive, were super strong. The only thing I'm worried about is that Caleb said in an interview that the first single would feature no unclean vocals. I'm a bit worried about that, but since the first 2 albums were so good, I'm hoping for the best for the future of Beartooth. In the 2nd place, I put the unannounced album by Bring Me the Horizon. They were in the 3rd position before, but since Ghost, which was 2nd, has been released, Bring Me the Horizon climbed up a bit. And yeah, super stoked about this one. I learned to love That's the Spirit, so I'm really curious what the next one will sound like, but it will definitely be a huge album that a lot of people are really looking forward to, because we basically heard nothing from the band since over a year. They did the winter tour in the beginning of 2017. I was there, but since then, no word from the band, and they didn't play any show, so it will be cool. We'll probably have information on that really soon, probably this summer, for a fall release like That's the Spirit, which I think was released in September or October, not sure anymore. And the first album on my list, the album that I'm the most looking forward this year, and it's the same album that had the #1 spot on the previous top 10, and it's Behemoth. The album is still unannounced. They played the song Wolves of Siberia live I heard it during the show with Slayer. It's insane live, but there's only crappy video on YouTube. So if you haven't heard that live, I don't suggest you to listen to it on YouTube. I even filmed the song. It's on my YouTube channel, but don't listen to it if you haven't been to the show. You need to listen to the studio quality that they will probably release soon. I'm really surprised that we don't have the studio version of this since they played it on tour for over a month now, but it's coming, guys. This album will be sick. I'm hoping for something as good as Satanist, which is probably the best album of the decade so far. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Make sure to tell me which album are you the most looking forward to this year. Do you agree with my list? And yeah, after all, this video was probably... No, it will be shorter than the next one, so I succeed. I'm so fucking good. Just kidding. So, yeah, take care, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. That would be fine, and I will revisit this video in December to see if all these albums were worthy to be in my top 10, so make sure to stay tuned by subscribing. I'll probably do 2 reactions, probably late tonight. If I do, we'll see. But yeah, guys, see you all later.